Welcome back to 405 Sports. Today we are talking about the 2023 World Series where we have the Texas Rangers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Not a series you would have thought if you'd have said that. I mean, maybe someone could have said maybe a little bit into the playoffs, but if you'd have told me that in September, I'd said no shot, even as a Rangers fan. But
I saw it on Twitter today. It was like, what would the NFL equivalent to that even be? And it's like, that'd be like the Jaguars making it, honestly. Like, teams that are exciting, but you didn't expect them to make it to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Didn't think they'd have a chance against the Phillies, and they beat them twice in the bank.
Yeah. That was insane. I mean, Phillies fans are down bad in general. So
Rangers got home field advantage, but as that last two series just showed, it may not matter in this postseason.
Yeah.
Not a soul won a home game in the ALCS. And it was pretty flipped in the NLCS as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, we beat the Orioles at home, but, like, I'm not going to lie. They kind of looked dead by the time.
They looked young. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, they did. But by the time that they got down to Arlington, it was like, all right, we're down 2-0. Like, it's done. And I'll say I don't know if I disagree with like how the format is done, where people were like, kind of sucks that they have to take 5 days off.
Yeah.
And these guys are already hot, which I will attribute. I think that since we went down to Tampa and got two big wins over the Rays and then went into Baltimore, I mean, we were just on fire. So I agree, but I disagree, with the format.
I can't remember who said it. It was a retired player, but he was like, there's no way that they would be mad that they got a bye.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you do when you're like red hot hitting, you lose your touch because you don't see the ball live as much, but like still, I mean.
That break is nice.
You could have lost first round, wild card instead of advancing. I don't know.
Right.
It's just win less games to win the whole thing. But
yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and get into game one where we have Mr. Nathan Eovaldi versus Zac Gallen. So I forgot to look. I don't remember if Zac Gallen pitched against us this year or not. I cannot remember.
Gallen has not been real good in the postseason. Yeah. He got blown up in the first couple innings against the Brewers, his first outing, and then settled in. He threw well against the Dodgers, and then really got blown up twice by the Phillies. I think lost both of his starts.
He did.
Yeah. Eovaldi's been really good.
All 5 pitches have been there for him so far.
They didn't know how far they're going to let him go the first start since it was one of his first starts back against the Orioles, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
He looked good.
Yes.
So now they're riding him.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he can give 6-7 innings of good pitching and even getting out of jams, I mean, he had bases loaded against the Astros, and I just knew it was not looking good. Next thing you know, he gets out of there, gets the second and third, and we're looking a lot better. So, I don't know, but also, that Diamondbacks bullpen has really showed up.
Yeah, you throw him in game one, so you get the chance to throw him twice in the series.
Yeah.
Once those later games hit, it's really just whoever's available.
Right.
You got to win. But
right.
The D-backs are scrappy. So that could either be beneficial to Eovaldi, like their low pitch count, they're just putting everything in play, or they're on base every inning, and you're only going to get 5 out of them, which the bullpen definitely favors the D-backs over
100%.
the Rangers.
100%. And Ketel Marte, I mean, is on a 16-game hit streak, so, I mean, he's
hitting 358
in
the postseason.
Yeah, so, I mean, those – and even, like, their older guys are stepping up.
Yeah, late in the game, they'll put in Pavin Smith to pinch hit, and he's hitting like 360 or something like that.
Man.
Just pinch hitting. Yeah, they're good, man.
Yeah.
Alec Thomas coming in to pinch hit, did a 2-run game. Home run.
Home run.
Yeah.
Pham hit a home run. I mean, it's guys are really showing up for. I mean, that's the major reason why they won. And
they're fast. Jonah will need to be locked in.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of fans of the Rangers were very mad when Marcus Semien kept getting slotted in the 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just saying, like, guys, you cannot take him out of the 1. He's been the 1. He hasn't missed a game all year. And, like, you can't take a guy out of the 1 hole after he's been there all year.
He doesn't strike out either. It's
Yeah.
not, he's not getting on base, but he's not striking out constantly.
Right. I mean, you're just going to take away
Scorer,
confidence from a guy if you're just going to move him down to 2 or 3, and it's not worth it. And then he showed out in Game 7. So
splits matter at times, but for both of these teams, they really don't. Like, if it's a lefty or righty, you're not favored. You would think a lefty would play well against the D-backs with how many lefties they got, but they still hit them just the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if – I guess you're going to have to trust Chapman.
I guess so. I mean, Spores was pretty dang good in Houston. I will give him that.
Clerk's been – the command's been iffy.
Yeah.
But he is the closer.
Yeah. It's Altuve had his number, but other than that, I mean, not much else was going. I mean, I'm trying to think. Not really much else was going for anyone against. I guess Kyle Tucker did, but I mean,
I don't know, man.
I
don't know if you just use some of those other starters as bullpen guys. Something like
Heaney
that.
could possibly see that, and obviously Dane Dunning could too. I mean, I really don't know. It's kind of just like I said, Sporzy was good in Houston, and he was kind of showing like I deserve a spot, and as long as like Chris Stratton and Will Smith aren't going out there, then
you haven't used Burke really either.
Yeah, no, and Bradford, and
I mean you still got Martin Perez, but he wasn't real good either.
He showed out in one of the Orioles games, but that's about it. He didn't do very good in the Astros series, so we'll see about all that. I don't know. It's like we said. I mean, the bullpen definitely favors the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, and we expect Game 2 to be Monty and Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean, on paper, you'd probably favor Kelly, but Monty's been real good in the postseason.
Yeah.
He just doesn't get beat up. That's just really what he does.
Right. And even, I mean, a lot of people were like, he's giving off Bumgarner vibes right now, like coming in for relief. Mm-hmm. And I did see that Bumgarner can win a ring this year if they win it, even though he was like 0-3 and they.
It's horrendous.
Yeah, he was terrible, and they had to pay us $18 million. And so he will get a ring if they were to win. So. I don't even know who. I guess Game 3, you'd have. I guess Max Scherzer. I really
probably fought in Scherzer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I don't even know if they'll reach for a fourth starter, if they'll just cycle it back over.
They definitely could.
The Rangers would just piggyback, but I'm not. The D-backs would probably throw a bullpen game like they did against the Phillies.
Yeah, 100%.
Which was nuts. You're not supposed to be able to do that for 8 innings and not have a single dude blow up.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially against the Phillies, who are just paying guys to basically hit. So, and it's fought lefty, right?
He's righty.
Oh, okay.
They really won't throw a lefty starter. Okay. They may start Mantiply, but he'll go 2 innings.
Yeah, he won't. Okay. I don't know why I thought Fott was a lefty.
No, and I always think Kelly's a lefty, but he's not.
Well, just because, Bruce had to pivot and start Robbie Grossman over Evan Carter just because Evan Carter has very much struggled against lefties. I think he had an at-bat against Framber. I can't remember. I think he did. But, yeah, I mean, it was I just didn't know if they had a lefty starter or not.
You should get Carter every game.
Right. Which, I mean, to be fair to Robbie Grossman, I mean, he did have a hit and runs. That's all I mean. He did give us that in Game 2. But very weird series there because, I mean, like you said, it's you'd like to think your team can win at home, but at the same time, you just drop 3 games at home.
Yeah.
But 1-4 on the road.
Nothing against either of these fans, but it's not the craziest environment. Obviously, the Phillies have the best home field advantage. But
yes.
That's over now.
Well, yeah, I mean, getting Game 6 was insane in the bank. I thought, not that I didn't think they had any chance, but definitely, like, bank is it's not easy at all to win at.
And then you start a rookie in Game 7.
Yeah, I mean, just insane. I saw a lot of people saying we need to just get rid of Crimple, and they were dogging him, man.
Yeah, they're not gonna like that.
No, they are definitely not gonna like that. Saw a lot of them saying if we had Hoskins, we'd win, and I'm like, yeah, but I mean, that's how sports go. Injuries happen, and it's just a part of it. So I don't know. You know us, we don't like Philadelphia.
I don't know. I think the D-backs are kind of feeling the same way about Sal Frank right now. He keeps getting put in around the 7th, 8th inning, and he just keeps walking people.
Yeah.
Just like 2 or 3 every time he goes out there, and they'll get one out. And, I mean, he's almost putting you in more trouble than you would have been just having somebody go 2 innings or something like that, or throwing Miguel Castro, who's filthy, but whatever, man. They'll throw Ryan Thompson a bunch. They'll throw Ginkel a bunch. And then if they get to Seawald with the lead, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that I'm scared, but because I don't know who I'd rather play, really, but.
You'd probably rather play the Diamondbacks.
I mean, I would, just because I'd hate to go to the bank.
And the 1-2 punch of Wheeler and Nola would not be fun.
No. Even though I
didn't think they'd beat Nola, though.
No, they went at Nola, I'll tell you what. So, I'd like to think we can take one game at home. If we can take one at home, that'll make me feel a lot better going to Arizona. So, but don't know. Kind of cool to see Corbin Carroll and Josh Young, 2 guys that are. Josh Young's not going to win the Rookie of the Year, but he'll probably be runner-up.
No, but there's a ton. Gabby Moreno's young. I don't know if he's classified as a rookie or not. I don't think so. Alec Thomas is really young.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carter.
They're ready.
Yeah. 2. Okay, we spent a little bit of money to where they didn't, but I guess we spent a lot of money, but at the same time, just cool to see. It's nice to see a different World Series from, like it's been said many times, we don't have the Astros or Dodgers in the World Series.
Yeah.
So.
First time in a while.
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think Rangers MVP would be probably Seager. Trying to think of an underdog there. I mean, if Leote is on, you can't throw to anybody in that lineup. Like, you can't go up there and think, this is an easy out. If Leote's hitting, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
For the D-backs, it'll probably be Cattell.
Yeah.
Go figure. But,
yeah. Probably.
If Gurriel's hitting, though,
it's true.
That's scary.
That's true. That is very true.
All power.
It's purple hair. I mean, you could maybe say Adolis, maybe, just because he might rake, but he could also strike out every at bat. Mm-hmm. So, because he in Houston for those final 2 games, all he wanted to do was go yard. Yeah. That's all he wanted to do. So,
2 big ballparks here.
Yeah, that's also true. Only weird part about, the only hard part about the Diamondbacks is that center field with the ledge out there. Mm-hmm. So, I remember that gave us troubles when we played out there last time. But yeah, 2 big ball fields.
It doesn't bother them. Their outfielders are freakishly fast.
Yeah,
so they're ready for it.
Yeah, Corbin Carroll is insane.
Leote's good out there. Evans really good. Adolis is league average.
Yeah. So, all right, as a fan of the Rangers, I have to take the Rangers, but I think it's in 6. I don't think it's going to be an easy series. But you take whatever you want. I won't be offended.
It's so tough. Just blank. I'm thinking Rangers, but they just beat the Phillies, man.
Yeah.
I would have taken the Phillies over the Rangers, but I'll take Rangers in 7. Winning the Eovaldi starts, probably.
Yeah. And then if you can almost see Monty coming in relief too in Game 7.
Honestly, yeah.
Because you could see him starting 2, 5, and then
if you'd rather use him as the lefty instead of Chapman, then for sure.
Yeah, bring him in the 7th
to face Carroll and all them.
Yeah, because he came in for Max just because Max he gave 2-1, I think, maybe 2-2. Yeah, and it just. I don't know. The only problem with Max bringing him in was he hasn't seen action since September. Yeah. So, and you decided to bring him against the Astros.
It's tough to game plan for the top because the 9-hole Perdomo switch hitter. Gattel is a switch hitter. So
Yeah.
it don't really matter what hand you bring in there.
Yeah. So
Bring in the dude that gets outs.
right. All right. Well, that is our preview for the 2023 World Series. Thank you guys for watching the video. Comment down below who you think is going to win the World Series.